Hey, welcome back to Corporate Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. I am your host, Alberta Thomas. Thank you again for stopping by, for tuning in with me. I am just excited because on November the 10th, marked my 1 month anniversary on this podcast, and I'm just honored for all of the positivity, all of the feedback I've been getting, and just all of you guys for tuning in, listening in, and just dedicating 25 to 30 minutes out of your day just to have a conversation and just to listen with me. So I am just grateful. I will tell you, we actually came in at 102 on the Billboard categories for visual arts. And that's one of the categories with all of the on Apple Podcasts platforms. So I'm just honored to be there. I personally set some personal individual goals for myself and where I see myself in 6 months, and just the trends that I'm seeing when I look at the results and just the engagement overall that I'm seeing is actually headed into the right direction. And I'm just honored to not only being able to be in a space like this, but being able to allow myself to continue to open up, be vulnerable, express how I'm feeling, on top of being able to keep it real, right? Being able to come on my platform, talk like myself, because I'm from the South and I'm country and I'll say the wrong things and pronounce the wrong words. But again, who cares? I am coming to my platform to be my authentic self so people can be able to express the way that you feel like you want to express yourself and be just open. And so again, thank you guys so much for listening, and just we're going through this whole journey with me as I continue to allow myself permission to pivot, allow myself to be vulnerable, allow myself to come to this platform and just talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about at that moment in time. And I'll tell you, some of these episodes tend to change from the structure of what I thought it was going to be and how I wanted to roll things out to being something completely different a little bit, but it's actually coming together in so many ways. And I'm just honored. And so today, I'm in Florida. Yay. I'm actually on a business trip, but I am in Florida for about a week, which at the end of the week is going to turn into a little weekend vacation in Florida where I could just decompress, relax. My guy is coming down to spend the weekend with me. So it's always exciting when we could just go places together and be able to just love on each other and being in each other's space, just to continue to grow on our journey in this new refined relationships and learn from each other. And also we use this time to talk a lot about business and what it is that we want with our businesses. And not only that, what do we want with each other? Where are we going with each other? And so I'm just excited for this week. And then next week, I'm going to be going home to visit my family. I haven't seen my mom since April of 2023. Since the beginning of the year, I haven't seen my mom. So I'm just so ready to give her a big hug, and my nephew and my sister and just all my siblings, my brother, everybody. I just want to see my people. I just want to see my people. But I've been thinking so heavily on just how I navigate my relationships now, how I navigate my personal life and professional life, and how I'm able to pivot, and why I go so hard for my career. And I've been thinking about the sacrifices that I've been making in my personal life to give me the career that I want. And I want to be able to share that with you a little bit into details and how I navigate through those things. And I would tell you one thing that I always told myself is that I want to have a career where I'm stable enough to pay my bills, stable enough to go to any store and buy whatever I want to buy, stable enough to give back to my community, stable enough to buy things and give back to my family, because my family, and when I say my family, I'm talking about everybody as a whole, they've rocked with me and engraved so many good things into me, and I just want to be able to just honestly give it back to them and just say thank you in so many freaking ways. And I am honored. I'm honored to have people that care about me. I'm honored to have close people who hold me accountable. And that's kind of the journey I'm in right now, is people holding me accountable for what it is that I do, what I say, what my actions are, and learning from those things and not doing the same thing twice. And when I think about me as a 20-year-old, right? I'm 32. Me as a 20-something-year-old wanting all of those things, and now I got exactly what I wanted because I went so hard for what I wanted. And that's the career, that's this lifestyle that I want. It's not 100% there, but it's where I want to be currently and how I'm going to continue to move on. So I would just tell you, man, my mindset on life and on me is completely different from your average female, right? So normally, right, here's your process. You go to school, you graduate school, you go to college, you graduate college, you get these degrees, then you have this nice guy along the way, and then you guys get married and you have a family, and all of these things happen, and everybody has a job, and we live it happily ever after the end, right? That's that American dream, they say. And so in my mind, I'm like, I want that, but I cannot really give that my all because I wanted a career and a lifestyle for myself. And so I took a different approach from what normally people would take. And that's me. I literally owned in on my career. Now, granted, if we get into some numbers, some statistics or anything out there, I'm pretty sure I got a lot of other women out there that do the same, right? But just for me and my upbringing and what I see, it was all about my career for me. It was all about making sure I'm able to get what I want. And so I just think about how, the things that I did want it, which is, the family, the kids, all of those things, wanting to be married. I can remember finding myself at a point where I wanted to get those things by all means necessary. Like, I wanted someone who loved me for me. I wanted to have my kids. I wanted to have a home where it's just everything that I want, right? Like that American dream. I'll say that again. But ultimately, I know exactly in that moment what my heart really wanted. And that was establishing something and being financially fit and stable for myself. And not only that, being in a financial place where not only if I meet a guy, I'm able to meet a guy with that extra added confidence, right? Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. That extra level of confidence when you can walk in a room confident enough to understand that you bring more than just yourself, your looks to the table, right? You're financially stable. You're able to take care of yourself. If your husband goes down, you're probably able to take care of him in the household. My mindset was focused on making myself as much whole with added value to myself as much as possible, to where I do find a guy or I do find a husband who wants to move to the next level, that I am offering up something else. And so for me, I went hard for my career, and I made it a priority in my life. And it was one of the best experiences. Like, I would not change my process, right? And you guys know, like I talked about before in one of my other episodes, that I resigned in retail and I started my life selling phones in a store. And the support that I had along the way to get me where I am now, I thank them 100%, because had I not had somebody to take the time and spend time with me expressing how I can make something a career as I was trying to figure out what that career path was going to be, I would not be here. And so I'm just honored for not only identifying what my priorities were, but also having people around me who's able to help me prioritize those milestones, whether it was relationships, whether it was family, friends, that they were there for me to help me balance out, my personal life, and also keep me grounded with, okay, Alberta, this is exactly what it is that you're wanting to do. So let's make sure we own on that. And then I would pretty much just call it a trade-off. I sacrifice, a lot within my 20s, early 30s, where I understood that it was going to be short term, but in that short term of 10 years, that I had to go hard for that career, because in long term, it's going to be better for me, and I'm going to be in a more financial fit era. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel just like I am the table, like literally. And I know you guys probably see those posts out there that talk about, what does it say? I don't just eat that. What does it say? I don't just eat at the table. I am the table. Something like that. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I am the whole table. I am, and a part of that, as I'm navigating my career, it also gave me an extra level of confidence and who I am and how I'm able to show up for anybody else. So I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I also think about how it makes me feel when I'm successful and I feel like I'm fulfilling what my desires are in life. It's just one of those things where I just give thanks to God and thanks to myself for not giving up and putting in the hard work. And people will tell you, because I am so humble, I'm grateful, that I sometimes don't give myself credit. I do. I give myself a lot of credit, but I give myself a lot of credit in that quiet time and that me time when I'm journaling in my own space. As I'm walking in the house, I'm like, thank you, God, for allowing me just to be able to do this, be in this space. Like, I give myself that grace, which I don't showcase it as often as people say, like, you need to showcase what you do. I'm like, okay. So I just like I always say, I can remember having, relationships, whether it was friends, whether it was in an actual relationship, where, I kid you not, dating people. For sure, I can remember dating a couple of guys who were very intimidated by me. And it was not from the standpoint of me telling them, like, I don't need a man, because that's never the case. It was just from my persona, where they thought, well, dang, she got it all figured out. Like, why does she need me? And so I've had some of those incidents where men felt as if I really didn't need them. Like, I was better off playing in the area, go a little bit higher and get someone else because you don't need me. But that was not the case. Like, I want to show up to a guy, which I have my guy now. Sorry, guys. I want to show up as someone who can add additional value, not only for myself, but add additional value to you in your life. I mean, making sure someone understands what my expectations are, because I come in setting the bar really high, right? But I want that guy that comes in set the bar high for me as well. Like, don't come in with the bare minimum. You set your expectations and you make them clear. And so, same thing with me. I set them, I make them clear. And I will tell you, throughout that process, I did find myself lonely at times, right? I did find myself like, oh, is this going to be my life for the rest of is this going to be how I'm living the rest of my life? Just career, nothing else, no family, no husband, no nothing else. Is this going to be it? Like, I don't want this to be it. I want the career, and I also want my family. And so when I think about me being lonely in some point of those times, as I navigated those 10 years, I realized that I was never lonely, right? Because I had people in my life who supported me, who gave me whatever I needed. I mean, I had family already. I have an amazing family. So it was never lonely, but I was placing that thought in my mind that I was lonely, right? Because I didn't have someone that I can lay next to, or to hold me, or when things get tough, call them to allow them to help me navigate tough situations. I had family to help me navigate those things. And I think too, ultimately, society has put us all in a spot where they think that we're supposed to be a certain way as a woman, that you're supposed to be a housewife, and that you're not supposed to just go after a career. Like, it's so many moving parts to it, now that I think about it and I reflect, I'm like, girl, what was you thinking back then? You were the whole table. And so just being able to stay strong when I felt lonely, because I did. And I think too, women are not as quickly and easy to voice those things. But for me now, and where I'm at now, and how I've elevated and grown and more in tune with myself, oh yeah, I was lonely back then. And so I think those are some of the small things that I did make sacrifices on, and that I didn't put as much into them, because I know ultimately the relationships that I did have, they couldn't either keep up with my lifestyle, or they felt as if they weren't needed. And that's okay. We just not for each other. Like, it's just not going to work. And that is completely fine by me. And so some other things that I would tell you, the advice that I would give to young females out there as they're trying to like navigate through what they should really do. Like, should I go after a career? Should I go after a family? Like, what should I go after? Like, what should I go after? And I think ultimately it just boils down to, what is it that you actually want? Like, you got to figure out what you want and what you need. And is that going to give you what you're looking for? I really don't think it's a right or wrong way. And as I continue to get older, I realize that everyone is going to go through life differently. And it goes back to what I talked about last time on my last episode, is don't get hung up in comparing what you see, whether it's social media, other friends, or anything like that. What is going to truly make you happy in that moment, and what it is that you actually want, and those things that you actually want to do, you just got to stand on it and do it and manifest it and put in the work. I don't care if you want to go groom dogs for the rest of your life because you love dogs. That's your passion. You want to go groom dogs, go groom dogs and do it well. Like, it's nothing wrong. I think we get hung up again on what others think is best for us. When we have to be able to be vulnerable, open up, like, hey, that sounds great, right? But that's not for me. this is what I want to do, and stand boldly on that. And that the day you do that, that is the day that you give yourself permission to pivot in your life. And throughout my whole entire life, for the last, 12 years, I've been granting myself permission to do things that I didn't normally would do. And it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. Not granted. Is it easy? Nah, you're still going to have things that come up. Things that are going to make it a little bit harder. And I can just tell you right now, on top of allowing people to understand that don't take anything that I do personal, understand that it is business, because that was my focus. That is still my focus, because I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm headed in the right direction fully. And so I'm in this spot where I've been asking God to continue to grant me to have patience, to be stronger in my faith. And when I tell you, he's been challenging me to see if I'm patient, to see if I'm growing stronger and faithful in the things that I want and the things that I need. I've been going to him, whether it's been good, whether it's been bad, in my own way, whether that's journaling, whether that's me closing my eyes and having a conversation, whether me having a conversation right now on this podcast about him. Those are my ways in how I stay connected to him. Something that I love that my best friend do is we do these devotionals together. We actually just started doing one together this past week, and I've been feeling so good. I've been feeling so good because I'm able to connect with her, even not talking on the phone with her. I'm able to grow my faith with her through a devotional, and she can understand where I'm at in life. I can understand where she is at life, and we're actually working to grow ourselves individually, but yet together. So those are the things that God is continuing to give me and allowing me to do to grow stronger. And I've been really in a space of I've been zenning, I've been zoning out, I've been trying my best to not let things bother me or get me out of character. And even if I do get out of character, I immediately identify like that was not right. I shouldn't do that. Y'all, I've been crying. I've been acting crazy. I've been so emotional. And it's because he's working on my faith. He's working on me becoming a little bit more patient with things, people, and whatever else that's trying to attack me, right? And it's been good. It's been good. And so I can talk about how to explore your personal sacrifices in the pursuit of your professional success forever. I can have a whole sermon about that. I can give you tips, which I am. Don't forget to follow up with my article that comes out like a couple of days after this podcast, to give you the tools and the resources just to allow you to think and jot down some things on how I navigate things as I'm putting it all together into this beautiful form bubble that is good for me, my life, and what's going to continue to be great for my future. So I do want to say thank you again for tuning in with me and giving me just a couple of minutes. Please share this podcast, this episode with someone that can probably benefit from it. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave reviews, inbox me, text me, give me something, feedback. Thank me, give me something, and continue to give me something to look forward to. And on my next episode, I'm gonna swap it up a little bit. I am going to open it up for like questions. I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to allow you guys to submit questions to me. I can keep it anonymous where I don't have to see who asks these questions. And I just want to open it up, kind of go through a couple of questions that maybe is on your mind, whether it's about me, is it something for you, or if you need some advice on navigating or handling some type of situation a certain type of way. Listen, I'm here for you. I create this space for us to grow stronger together as women because we need it. We need the support of women in this day and age. We need us more than ever right now. And so I want to continue to be that space. But again, don't forget, I have a giveaway that's going to be happening soon. You're going to see it on social media. You're going to see it on my website. I want to give something back to my women, my business owners. You don't even have to be a business owner, right? I just want to give something back to you as a woman in celebrating my 1 month anniversary with this podcast platform, and just want to say thank you. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing, and just thank you. And I'm forever grateful for everything that we're doing. So again, thank you for tuning in to Corporate Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. Until next time, peace.